Hey y'all, thanks for stopping by. So, over the last few months, you've probably seen an increase in these AI generated images on your social media feeds or in your group chats or anywhere across the board. I've seen a lot of them just as like sort of meme prompts, and honestly, when this stuff started, that's how it used to be. I don't know if y'all remember the weird Dolly generation days where it was that 3 by 3 grid. You type in your little prompt and it would give you the images, and it's like back then, it was just for fun. We were goofing off with it and just seeing what the computer could think of what we were coming up with. But now, I've seen this weird trend of people, it's almost like they look at it as a skill. Like I'll see people posting these AI images one after the other, and little bits and changes here and there with how the generation occurred, and they'll post it with stuff like, "Oh yeah, we're really cooking with something here. Oh yeah, I'm getting a lot better at this, AI art stuff." And it's like, what skill is there in that? You know? I could maybe give credence to that you're learning about more artists because you're typing in specific prompts to make it look a certain kind of way. Maybe you're getting more knowledgeable about lighting effects and how cameras work because you want it to be framed in a certain way or you want it to be lit a certain way. And that's cool. All of this stuff is very useful to someone in a visual art setting. That's actually a useful skill to have, but what you're using it for, I don't know if I could really call that art. It's not really making anything on your own. These images are generated from other people's work. And then it compiles it together with all the stuff you've put in to make this sort of, like amalgamation of images. And sometimes, I'll admit, they look pretty okay. But I genuinely believe that any of these images that you could create in these generators, even if you're not a talented artist, putting in the effort to make this yourself will make the quality seems like a bad word for it, a genuine experience, something that actually means something. The image being there, it's like, the way that I look at this stuff, it's like if somebody were to say, because they masturbate all the time, that they know how to have sex. But even then, like, that seems like a stretch because at least with that, there's some effort involved. This is like, pushing a button on the vending machine and saying you're a chef. You're not putting in any effort to this end product except for telling it what you want. Does the person who pays $500 for a commission, is that person an artist? Or did they have a dream that they gave to someone else to make the art out of? Obviously, you should pay your commissioned artist, but it's like at this point, people are just skipping that step entirely. They're just letting the machine do the work, and I feel this will lead to a degrade in creative drive because there's going to be, unfortunately, a large contingent of people who see this as a method to not practice, to not hone their skills and their crafts, and then, well, where's the image generator going to get its new data from? We're gonna end up with these like, you know, grotesque dog breeds that we have now from so much inbreeding of these purebred dogs, and now we've got, they got asthma and problems like that, and now it's gonna start happening with your AI images because it's gonna start training off of AI images, and then those images will be trained off of AI images, and then that whole six fingers on the hand problem is just gonna become, oh, that's just how people look now, so don't worry about it. I don't know. If you like this AI image generation stuff, again, I don't have any problem with you doing this stuff for fun. We all like to goof off. I post all the time on Twitter. I'm not going to say don't have fun on the internet, but I need you to not look at this as art. When you're making this stuff, if you want to use it as a template for you to, draw something yourself, that seems fine to me. If you have a problem seeing the image in your head and you need some assistance with that, you can't find exactly what you're looking for in a Google search, fine. But you need The end result needs to be made by your hands. And it's going to be hard. I know it's going to be hard. Learning any skill is going to be really challenging, but it will be worth it. You'll have learned a new skill. You'll have been able to, now you can take the images that are in your head and put them onto paper. And if you want to monetize it, great. People pay hundreds of dollars for really good commissions, but you don't have to do that. You can just take this talent that you have and use it whenever you want. I don't know. I think it's good for people to learn how to actually create. So let's start leaning away from calling this art. It's image generation. That's Bing calls it that because Bing knows better. And hopefully you do too. But, I guess until you see another one of your friends saying that they're becoming this great artist because of Bing, y'all try to have a good day.